Hello, and welcome to CHCI Press, your source for measurable, real-world strategies that help organizations attract and retain high-performing people, build an inclusive workplace, and maximize team performance. Today's podcast is on the art of effective delegation. Are you feeling overwhelmed with balancing your workload among competing priorities? Are you not sure how to accomplish all of your goals? Don't worry, we have you covered. Now and then, the volume of workload you have exceeds what you can manage within the available time. This could be due to personal commitments, health-related issues, or simply because the tasks at hand are more complicated than you initially thought. In this session, we will go through the process of reviewing and prioritizing your responsibilities, enabling you to delegate effectively. Doing this will both boost your productivity and facilitate the development of your team members. So, how do you assess your workload, and how do you assign tasks to delegate? Follow these 3 pivotal steps. Review your current responsibilities, evaluate the priority levels of your tasks, and keep track of what you have completed. Let's delve into these steps one by one. Step 1. Review your current responsibilities. Begin by examining your schedule. It's critical to understand how you are actually allocating your time across the week. Take an in-depth look at your daily activities. A few suggestions. This is best done at the end of the day when things are still top of mind. Document your entire day to truly understand how your time was spent. Also, detail what you did in half-hour increments and identify any patterns that influence your productivity. With that information, look at those patterns and ask yourself some questions. What proportion of time is spent on trivial activities or procrastinating? How much time was spent working with others as opposed to tasks you could manage independently? Once you complete your analysis and start planning for the upcoming week, consider the following. What's your actual capacity when it comes to work? Which part of the day is most conducive for working by yourself? When is it best to work with others? What's the ideal frequency of communication with your colleagues? What support do you need from your supervisor to reach the highest level of success? Step 2. Evaluate the priority levels of your tasks. Employ the Eisenhower box, also known as the Urgent Important Matrix, to organize your tasks based on urgency and importance. This helps identify tasks suitable for delegation. The Eisenhower Matrix is divided into 4 quadrants: urgent and important, urgent and not important important, and not urgent and not important. Address the urgent and important tasks immediately to prevent undesirable outcomes. For instance, respond promptly to a critical email or submit a report with a pressing deadline. Tasks that are important but not urgent require long-term planning. For example, regularly working on your personal development plan in small increments ensures gradual progress on an essential task that doesn't have an immediate deadline. Exclude tasks that are not urgent and not important to free up time for more critical work. An example would be over-investing time in perfecting a low-priority document. Finally, assign tasks that are urgent but not important to others, monitoring their progress accordingly. The complexity of the work dictates how it will need to be delegated. For extensive projects, you may need to break it down into smaller tasks to see what is actually urgent. Step 3. Keep track of what you have completed. After evaluating your workload and setting priorities, the next phase is to track your progress. Take a look at what was delegated. How was it managed? Consider any adjustments you could make in the future to improve efficiency and facilitate the assignee's growth. Achieving a balanced workflow requires an intentional and ongoing commitment to delegating appropriately so that you can concentrate on the tasks that are both urgent and important. Thank you for listening to today's topic. We hope you found this information helpful and insightful. For any questions, feel free to contact CHCI Press at chcipress.com.